welcome to Make It Personal. I'm Pastor Terrell. Today I want to read a passage out of John chapter 9. And it's a story you all know, but there is a little backstory here that if you read, may pique your interest like it did mine. So let me read this. It says, Jesus saw a blind man. It says, as he passed by, he saw a man blind from birth. There we go. And his disciples asked him, Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he would be born blind? Jesus answered, it was neither this man that sinned nor his parents, but it was so that the works of God might be displayed. We must work the works of him who sent me as long as it is day. Night is coming when no one can work. While I am in the world, I am the light of the world. When he said this, he spat on the ground and made clay of the spittle, and applied the clay to his eyes, and said, go wash. He did, and he came back seeing. Jesus used his saliva to make mud, put it on this guy's eyes. The guy washed the mud off, and he could see. Now, I've heard this said, well, Jesus can work miracles with anything, but if you read back from chapter 8, you will see that Jesus is standing and teaching in front of the temple in Jerusalem. This was essentially the seat of the Pharisees' power on earth. This is where the Sanhedrin was. This is where the councils were. They were there watching him. They were there to test him. This is where, just a short time ago, before this is where they threw the adulterous woman on the ground in front of him in the dust to shame her. This is the same dirt that he used to heal that blind man. And I believe it's for a couple different purposes. Number one, there were sanctified oils in the temple. There would have been vendors all around with perfumes and essences and oils and everything that would have made this whole spectacle look so much holier. But again, Jesus is showing us, what do you have that I can use? He doesn't need pomp and circumstance. He doesn't need ceremony. He doesn't need a special alabaster jar full of the most precious thing on earth. He just needs obedience. God just requires obedience. So he picked up what seemed to be some of the most worthless and disgusting stuff he could find. Really, it's mud. And so it's saliva and dirt. There was a lot of livestock, so there could have been feces. Who knows? It's dirt. It's not something you think of as clean. He made it clean. He made it clean. Why? Because everything Jesus does is holy. Everything you do is holy. Be obedient to the will of God. Use whatever is at hand. Trust in God's Spirit. God bless.